Today we're going to talk about mental skills and how to improve them, how to get into a better mindset in order to help yourself progress not only with your fitness but also in your everyday today life. So first of all, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing amazing and I look forward to you learning more about this video. This week I've been posting a lot of videos about mental health and how to get over it. A lot of it will be recapping in this video. So this is one place that you can come over, have a look, watch and learn a little bit about how you can improve your day-to-day life and well-being. So first we're going to talk about the role of mental skills. So it's pretty much a triangle where you've got your thoughts, your behaviors and your feelings. Now all these combine together and you can get what you feel today. So for example, that being said, you may have negative thoughts or behaviors about going to the gym, for example, and if you put those into consideration, it's going to make you feel bad, and it's also going to make you not want to go to the gym and not be excited to go to the gym. So for example, if you set yourself a target of hitting I don't know, let's say a pull-up for this example, and you want to get your pull-ups in and you just say I can't even do a pull-up. So if you can't do a pull-up, don't say I can't do a pull-up, just say I can't do a pull-up yet, and what progressions I can take to get into that place. Now that is already switching your mindset, and thinking that is going to make you feel better and be able to go more to the gym to achieve your goal, and it's also going to make you feel better when you're starting to progress. So you're starting with your assisted pull-ups, you're starting with your lat pull downs, you're starting with hangs on the bar, and slowly progressing. No one just goes in there and whacks a pull up unless they are technically and genetically gifted. So just go in there, get that work done slow and you'll get to where you want to be. So now we're going to talk a little bit about growth mindset, and what I mean by this is it's going to change the way that you think. So when you always say, but this is always how I've done it, or I've never been able to do this, instead start thinking of how can I achieve what I want to achieve? What can I do to achieve what I want to achieve? And I can do it. I can't do it yet, but I will be able to do this then. So slowly taking progressions in order to change that mindset. Now this will take time. It doesn't happen just overnight. Everyone has a few mental health issues and everyone struggles a little bit. I know that at the minute is one of the worst times that I've been feeling. I've not currently been working at the gym, and I've just had a car get on the drive and I can't move it at the minute until I get it registered, and that's been a little bit tough. But I know that okay, so I can focus on my YouTube and I can focus on doing other things. If I can't get to the gym, I can still go for a run, I can still go to the football, bearing I get a lift. So that is what I'm doing at the minute, and that is the way that I'm trying to progress. So instead of thinking I can't go to the gym, I can't do anything, and going all negative about it, just think about the positives, think about what you do have and what you can do in order to actually grow. So with that being said, so you're actually shifting the focus onto the positive and not looking for any silver linings. Silver linings are not the best thing, especially when it comes to fitness, but even in day-to-day life. You don't want to find a happy medium. You want to find exactly where you want to be and exactly what you want to have. So you just want to shift that focus and start thinking, this will actually make me feel better, or I feel better doing this. So say some people struggle to get into the gym 3 to 4 times a week. It's okay. Just you can still do bodyweight training from home. You can do your push-ups, your sit-ups. You can still go out for a run. You can still spend time with your kids, going out to the park, having fun with them, playing games. It's still actually being active, so you're still progressing in a different kind of way. Now this part is also number 2, where it's given, especially as a personal trainer, I always like to give the choices to you. I like to be in control where it comes to the session, so I can plan the session and tell you how to do things, tell you the correct form. But I also like to shift the session. So say, I don't know, we'll be doing lat pull downs and you do not like the feeling because it makes your chest hurt or something's tight. Let's try something else. So let's move on to assisted pull-ups. You're still doing the same pull, but it might actually remove that pain from your chest, which this is just an example. I'm not saying that this is an actual thing that can happen, but it's shifting so that you're more in control. So I always like to give my clients a little bit of control, so they always know that they have a little bit of leeway of what they want to do, so they can achieve exactly where they want to be. I also want that one day when you finish working with me to actually be able to go and do and live your own life without needing me to continue in your day-to-day life. So these are the things that put you in control of your own fitness routine, your own life. These things can also happen with your day-to-day life. Just make sure that you feel like you're in control and you have the control of everything, and that's going to make ease your mind and be able to push through exactly what you want to achieve. So I've spoken about this on one of the shorts as well, positive reaffirming. So always reaffirming yourself. So like I said before, if you've not been able to do something, just make sure you say yet. Always think, like, for example, I've had clients tell me, I've never been able to do this until you've taught me, and I always find it easier just being taught things, or I find it easier having someone there to make sure that I'm doing the correct form. Now over time this will grow and you will then be able to take control more and more, but always reaffirm yourself, always think positively of yourself, always try to find that good feeling about yourself. Like we spoke about in the beginning, your thoughts affect your feelings and affect your behavior, so always just try and think. For example, I will still go on to the pull-up. I want to be able to lift my own body weight because I work on a site where I might need to be able to pull myself to get over a wall. So you've got a goal of why you want to do that. So now you can think, right, so if I start doing this and this and this and following the plan as we've set it out, then you're going to be able to do that. Not only is that going to help you physically, but it's going to help you mentally, because you know what the plan is and you've got a structure in place where you can actually see where you're progressing and you're not feeling like you're in a stagnant position. And then that point is when you start sort of negative thinking and thinking that you're always doing things wrong. Just always look at what you've done. Failure is a thing, yes, but I've said, like, I don't believe in failure. It's just because that failure is really a lesson. So learn from what you failed on. So say I haven't been able to do a pull-up yet because I'm not strong enough on my back. So okay, so let's train your back. Let's do some barbell rows, let's do some lat pull downs, let's do some bar hangs, and let's strengthen up that back to be able to give you that strength in your back to be able to go and achieve that pull-up. But with that being said, also stop being toxic positive. So what toxic positivity is being a, for example, saying things like, it could be worse, or it is what it is, I can't do this because I'm just not physically able to do it. Always think that you can grow. No one is perfect. Athletes have to train. They're not there just because they were born that way. I mean, some of them have technical ability and be able to do things that maybe some other people can't, but with time and practice you can get to where you want to with your physical ability and being able to do what you want. I don't want you to think that there's any sort of bars that you should set yourself. You should set yourself at the highest bar, and if you know, some people say shoot for the moon, and if you miss and you get to the stars, that's great. Now that's also being a little bit toxic positive. So what you want to just then focus on is, I want to get to that point, and this is the points I'm wanting to go to get to it. So if you've just gone from an assisted pull-up to lower that weight, every time you lower that weight you're getting closer and closer to that pull-up. So always take a little win. And with my clients I've always said, we've dropped it, we've increased, you're getting stronger slowly. By the end of the year, or by the end of 3 months, I want to see you do at least a single pull-up at the correct form, not with no swinging and maneuvering like crazy. The last thing we're going to talk about in this video is the all or something. So, you know, say for example, I can't get to the gym today, my car's not working, but at least I can go out for a run. So at least I've still managed to get some kind of training in, or maybe go for a swim, something that I'm still moving, I'm still getting my consistency still going, so I'm still being active, and that is still something over nothing. So you're telling your brain, I'm still doing something, I'm still being positive, and I'm still going to go and achieve exactly what I want to achieve without anyone telling me that I can't, or without the world circumstances making me not be able to do things that I want. You're always in control. Just take control of your own body. Don't take any notice of what other people say or what other people want. Just focus exactly on what you want, and slowly I'm sure you will get to exactly to the point that where you want to be. Other than that, that is the video for today. I just want to tell you that you are amazing and you are incredible. Just keep focusing on what you want, and that doesn't just mean about fitness. So I know this is a fitness channel, so predominantly I'm going to be talking fitness, and my examples are going to predominantly be around fitness, but that's in life in general. So always just believe in what you want to get and where you want to be, and slowly but surely you will get there. Life has its ways of throwing things at you, but all these can be a little lessons that you can take, and when you get to where you want to be, it's going to feel a lot better. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you in the next 2 weeks, and also through my shorts every week. If you did enjoy, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will look forward to help you. And if you want any help, personal training, or a little bit of a chat just to see how you're feeling, then go onto my Instagram at nightsmt fitness right over here, and we'll have a little chat. Other than that, goodbye for now.